It is that time again in our crypto cycle when we have so many things to do. There's so many games to play and there's not enough time to do it. So I made this list. Play to earn and play to airdrop games. Some of them you may not have heard about ever before. Some of them you may already know. But the thing that brings them together is that they are available for mobile phones, Android, iOS. Most of them also have a PC version, but this video is all about mobile games. Play to earn, play to airdrop.
Nothing's free to play.
What are you even talking about? Who the hell is this?
You don't need to concern yourself with who I am. What matters is my message.
Please get away from here and let me do the video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to reach 100,000 subscribers. My name is The Inspector. Welcome back to the Mind Blow Show. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on any future videos. Let me deal with this guy real quick.
Okay.
All right, let's get the show on the road. Whew. First game, we have Metacene available to play right now, and very briefly I will explain how their earning mechanics work. There's a couple of different ways of how you can actually earn in this game. So it is available to play right now, as every game on today's list will be available to play right away. So as soon as you see something you like, you can go to the App Store, to the Google Play Store, download it, and start playing absolutely for free. So here we go. Metacene has a play to earn system. There are something called reactor cores, or RCNs as we'll call them from now on, awarded to the top players of specific dungeon. Now, their currency is called MAC. Now, the reactor core, the RCN that I mentioned, they contain the MAC, the governance token. So then you need to burn the RCN in order to release the MAC. Now, how do you get this RCN? Well, you get it by collecting something called the origin energy, and you get that from bosses. So from guild bosses, from dungeon bosses, and also from wild bosses throughout the world. And then there's also a rush event, certain golden rush event, which is going on right now. Maybe not all events are called rush events, but that event is going on right now. So there's many events and tournaments going on all the time in Metacene, but really what you want to do is collect this origin energy so you can get the RCN, so you can get the MAC tokens, which are the governance tokens, which you can trade freely as you want. This is the gameplay. You've been looking at it the whole time. If this is something you like, you can jump in, start playing right away. I explained the economy very briefly. I can get much deeper into this in a dedicated video if you want me to do so. Other than that, next game. Of course, we will have Matrix Fire on the list. This is a Valorant / CSGO clone kind of game for phones. It's actually not that difficult to play as you would imagine it. As you can see, it's a first-person shooter. This is my cup of tea. This is my type of game. I am only so sad that it's on the phone. I don't like to play shooters on the phone, but a lot of people do. So the game made the list. It will always make the phone list. It's just such a good game. It's a sort of hero shooter where one bullet equals one elimination if you get a headshot, just like CSGO or Valorant if you've played any of those two games in the past, the Web 2 games. They have the Max token at the core of their economy. And there's a bunch of things you can do with the Max token. So we have the Max tokens, which are ERC20 tokens, and 10% of the total supply of the Max tokens, which is about 100 million Max, will be dedicated towards the community to reward various types of community engagement, so mostly through gameplay. Now, they have a second token called the Fire token, which is the utility token. This is the one you're going to be primarily earning inside of the game, outside of, I would guess, I would assume, tournaments and such. So as a free player, what you want to do is climb up the leaderboards and try to get as many free things as you can without investing. If you do want to invest, there are various options that I'm not going to get into in this video, but if you want me to make a deep dive about Matrix Fire, as you can see, this game is really big. It's a huge scope and there's not enough time to cover everything. What you need to know is that it's free to play and you can download it right now. Next game, we got Champions of Otherworldly Magic. It is a TCG, a card game. Can you believe it? I'm featuring a card game that's not Gods Unchained. There's 3 ways you can earn here at the moment. They have actually replied to my tweet yesterday where I said we just want a game like The Witcher or Skyrim that pays $100 per day. And they said this, we're in the same as Skyrim, but we are a TCG. And we paid $200 every day for more than the last year, for a longer time period. You can also earn by playing Ranked Ladder, or by entering the free tournament that runs every day. And then they also have a weekly tournament that runs on the weekends for $500. So then I asked, is the $200 split across all players? And they replied with $100 per day is split between all players who get wins in ranked. So between 2 and 10 plus wins. So you need at least 2 to get part of this $100. And then the more wins, the bigger share of this you will take away for yourself. And then on top of that, it's $75 per day for the free entry tournaments where the top 8 gets paid. And then on top of that, we have the weekend tournaments where $500 and it's free entries and the top 16 get paid, plus you get promo cards. So lots of ways to earn in this game. Currently, the player base is not insanely huge, and I can see this kind of thing being sustainable for a longer period of time as long as the game doesn't become huge. Because obviously, if there's 20,000, 30,000 players, this model will not work. There's going to be way too many people not getting anything. But if we have, let's say, 500 players, less than 500 players, this is great. So you have this option, play this game for free, participate in a bunch of tournaments they're having every single day, especially on the weekends when you can participate in 3 tournaments, well, in 3 different ways of earning. Next game, Brilliant Crypto, moving to phones. Finally, releases on iOS, already released on iOS, not for the whole world. It will release for the whole world very soon, and it will release for Android very soon. For now, we have iOS only, and only parts of the world. For PC, it is already available to play, but if you're lucky enough to be in a place in the world where you already have this on iOS, you should definitely give it a shot, as this is a free game. Now, don't expect astronomical earnings from this. I've played it myself. What you can expect is maybe $1 to $2 per hour at the most. I don't think more than that is possible without investing in this game. But then if you do invest and still play, I don't think you can get a lot more than that. So what you can expect from this game is a fun little experience where you can earn a little bit of side income. So a little bit of income on the side. What you need to do is get in the game and start mining. You mine for these gems, and every gem you get is 15 cents. So technically, if you can find, 10 gems in 10 minutes, you will have gotten $1.50. Is that really possible though? Maybe for some people it is. For me, definitely wasn't. I gave it my best. In 1 hour, I couldn't really get more than 5 to 10 gems. So that's about what you can expect. Other than that, the game is actually a lot of fun to play, especially in the first few hours. At some point, it does get a little bit repetitive and boring, but I'm excited to see what else they will come up with as far as this game is concerned, because it does have so much potential, man. I can imagine if this game was like Minecraft, it already has the mining, so why not add an open world element? Give me a sword, let me fight some creatures, give me a little bit of crafting, let me make a house, stuff like that. It could be astronomically fun. It's on the blockchain. It already has play to earn. They already have their own Brill token, and you can play for free as a scholar. So something I didn't mention is you do need that NFT pickaxe. Next game, of course, we're talking about Wizardia. Why do I say of course, like you knew what was coming? I don't think anybody was expecting this. This is a game built by a Japanese game studio. This is a turn-based PvP, and it can also be a PvE game. PvP means player versus player, so you play against real people, and PvE means player versus environment, where you play against the AI, you play against the computer. Now, how do you earn in this game? By winning play to earn duels game mode. The second way is to participate in the weekly tournament. Then we also have 2 paid ways. If you want to own some NFTs, there's a lot of options for you out there. You can generate passive income with something called the Arena Genesis NFT, or you can also rent out your own Wizard NFT. So those are the 2 ways if you want to pay, and the 2 ways if you don't want to pay, how to earn in this game. Now, the weekly tournaments, the weekly bounties include, for the first place, $10 in essence, second place, $7.50, third place, $5 in essence. Plus, you get raffles to get your very own Wizard NFT. And on top of all of this, they have just finished an airdrop event, a huge airdrop event. It was mildly successful. I can't say very successful because you probably never heard about this game until now. So I'll only say very successful if they gotten like 50,000 plus players, which I don't think is the case, but obviously don't quote me on this. Maybe they're very big in the Asian community, since this is a Japanese-made game after all. It's not a Western game. Either way, that is not the point. The point is the Play to Airdrop tournament is over now. This season that they have done. They will most likely do more since this was a success. So we're hoping to get into the next one. But until then, there are play to earn options. It's not huge money, but it is a free-to-play game where you can earn for free as well. So that's amazing. Next game. Oh, would you look at that? We're all out of games. Well, let me give you 2 extra. I'm gonna say Gods Unchained, because Gods Unchained is my absolutely favorite crypto game out there. You can earn every single day in the ranked mode. You have 10 games per day where you can earn. I am currently at a point where I'm earning 0.6 Gods tokens for every single win I get in the ranked mode. So if we do math with the inspector, I can earn maximum of 6 tokens per day. Some people have gotten from 15 to 20 coins per day, or tokens, whatever you want to call them. I guess the politically correct and technical term would be tokens, not coins. And the Gods token has recently skyrocketed in value from 10 to 50 cents. Then it came back down to 30 cents, but still, this is already, even at 30 cents, the 200% price increase. So if you like TCGs, if you like trading card games, I definitely recommend playing Gods Unchained even more than the other TCG we have mentioned today. Gods Unchained, my absolute favorite, and I'm not even paid to say this. They never paid me. Hopefully they will one day. I talk about them so much. Gods Unchained, why don't you pay pay me. Anyway, second game that I wanted to mention, honorable mention, Pixels. There are videos on my channel about Pixels. There's beginner guides, there's earning guides, there's leveling guides. There's so much content on Pixels on this channel that you can check out to see how to earn in the game. Pixels has been absolutely crazy lately, where the low-level players have not been earning much, but the high-level players have been earning astronomical amounts. You know, yesterday, a guy I follow on X has shown a screenshot where he earned more than $1,000. Are you kidding me? We're here scrambling to get $10 per day, and this guy's over there earning more than $1,000 for playing Pixels. So absolutely insane. Don't expect to earn that much in Pixels, please. You know, you're gonna be a low-level player for a while. I've been grinding for almost 2 months and still not even considered medium level yet. So lots of grinding to get to that point in Pixels, but once you do, oh boy. So you can play for free Pixels, but most likely you will need to invest. It just helps out so much because the game is so grindy that if you buy the VIP, it's gonna be much easier to get more energy and play the game for longer periods and just be able to grind, binge grind, instead of, you know, playing 30 minutes every single day. So lots of things about Pixels. It's impossible to cover in a 2-3 minute session. So check out my dedicated videos on Pixels, stay on the channel, watch my content, and thank you for all your support. I'm leaving.